What's up, dreamers? What if I told you that you could be a landlord to companies like Amazon, Caesar Palace, and 7-Eleven without buying a single property? You'll think that's impossible, right? Most people think that it takes hundreds of thousands of dollars to get started inside of real estate. And a lot of people don't want to have to deal with tenants at 2 a.m. having to go unclog a toilet, unlock a door, or repatch a hole in the wall. But what if I told you that you could invest inside real estate where you could collect rent from America's biggest companies with just a click of a button? And not only would you be getting amazing returns, but you would actually be receiving dividend payments from some of these companies every single month. Dividends is by far the most passive form of income there is. You literally invest inside these companies and they pay you out in dividends as a form of saying, hey, thank you for investing inside of a company, and you will receive these checks every single month. A lot of people like to have dividend payments every month to retire, so they know they will have consistent income every single month. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how that works. So go on ahead and hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, because that helps out this channel more than you guys can possibly even imagine. And before we get started, right now I'm having a 50% off on my Lucid Dreamer Roll. Right now you can get your first month for just $6. I just posted my module 3 option tradings in there if you want to learn that, and I also posted my other module 4 technical analysis. So if you wanted to learn about option trading and technical analysis, guys, you could check that out right now for just $6. That's crazy, for just $6. Now it's not gonna last long. It's gonna last till July 8th, so you guys might want to take advantage of that, because you could literally go in, watch all my modules. I'm about to post module 5 in there over the Bollinger Bands right now. You can really watch all of my modules for $6. And the best thing about this, guys, is that you're gonna have access to my 7 pro day traders that post their option trades every single day, and I pay those option traders a lot of money, and you're going to be able to get it for your first month for just $6. It's completely insane. So if you want to see gains like this, and this, consider joining the Patreon while it's half off. This offer is not going to come again. I can promise you guys that, because you're going to go in, take all my stuff, and then leave for just $6. It's cool. It is what it is. But if you're going to do that, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and help me out like I'm helping you guys out. I want you guys to have as much information as possible. All right, so we're back into the video. The companies that we're going to focus on are called REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust, REIT. Now, these companies hold a portfolio of real estate inside of them, and you can invest inside of these companies and you don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars. In fact, you can invest inside of some of these companies with just fractional shares. So if you had $100 a month to invest or $10 a week to invest, you could do that inside of these real estate paying companies. And the best thing about these real estate REITs is that they are required by law to pay out 90% of their taxable income back to their investors, me and you, in the form of dividends. And that's why some of these companies have such high dividends. And the first one that I'm going to bring you guys is ticker symbol AGNC. They have one of the highest dividend yields on this list. Remember, the higher the dividend yield, the more you're going to get paid. So yes, AGNC do have one of the highest dividend yields on this list, and they invest inside of government-backed mortgage securities, providing a layer of credit safety. So AGNC is backed by the government mortgage, right? So you're going to get your dividend payments. But if we take a look at AGNC right here, we're going to be looking 5 years out on most of these companies. As you can see, they're down 3%. Over the last 5 years, they're down 27%. But when we come over to their dividends, you guys can see that they have a 15.34% dividend yield. This is the only double-digit dividend yield on this list, and they pay out every single month. So this doesn't tell the full story, but right now AGNC is at $9.39. So if we come over to the charts, we're going to get rid of the S&P 500. We're going to get rid of the S&P 500 and change our metrics. We're going to go to performance and change our metrics to total return and not price return. So total return is going to add in our dividends that we will receive over the next 5 years. So we're going to hit update chart, and there it goes. If we click 5 years, now we're up 37% because we're adding in our dividends. So this is the overall performance of AGNC. So if you invested $10,000 inside of AGNC 5 years ago, right now you will be up $3,792. And if you have invested that same $10,000 and put it inside your high yield savings account, that $10,000 5 years later will be $10,400. So that's a difference of $3,000 from a one-time investment over just 5 years, and you will receive those dividend payments every single month. Remember, just because you make one lump sum payment doesn't mean that you can't continue to invest every single month over time. So you could do one time, so you could do $500 a month, and it's going to add up very, very fast, and you would get the same return of 37.92%. All right, the second one I'm going to bring you guys is ticker symbol VICI. It is a gaming and hospitality rent. So when you're owning VIC, you own iconic properties like Caesar Palace and MGM Grand. So this offers exposure to premium real estate. This long-term triple net lease creates stable, inflation protected cash flow. So we come back over here. So we're looking at VIC right now, they're at $33.43. If we come down, what's amazing thing about this company is that they have a 6-year dividend growth. They've been increasing their dividend payments every single year for the last 6 years, and they have a 5.17% dividend yield. I'm telling you guys, that 5% dividend yield is amazing. Sometimes when companies have a too high of a dividend yield, like a double-digit dividend yield, then they don't have that much money to invest back inside the company in order to grow. But when you have something that's high, around like a 5% dividend yield, they still have a little bit more money to invest back into the company and grow it even further. But one thing about VICI is that they are not a monthly paying dividend stock. They pay out every single quarter. That means you will be receiving dividend payments once every 3 months or 4 times a year. So we come over and we're gonna VICI to this list. Remember, this is the growth of VIC and also the dividend payments we will have received from VICI. So we're going to add this to the chart. And as you guys can see, VIC completely blew AGNC out of the water over the last 5 years. VICI, you will be up 117% over the last 5 years alone, which is absolutely amazing. As you guys can guess, ever since 2020, the gambling industry in Caesar Palace and MGM has been exploding over the last 5 years. But yes, they have been performing extremely well over the last 5 years. Ticker symbol VICY. So far, let me know which one is your favorite down in the comment section. VICI, which is a quarterly paying dividend stock, or would you like to receive dividend payments every single month from AGNC? Me personally, if I invest $10,000 inside of VICI and 5 years later I doubled that, that's the way I'm going for now, because I know a lot of Americans love to gamble after the pandemic. All right, the second one might be one of my favorites on this list, and it's going to be ticker symbol PLD. Now, PLD, they have one of my favorite companies, and they are the major landlord to Amazon, right? Amazon and other e-commerce giants benefiting from the logistic boom. Now, they operate globally with properties near major ports, highways, and urban centers. So whenever you see them, the Amazon centers on the side of the highways, and they're bigger than 4 or 5 football fields, PLD holds these companies, holds that land inside of the portfolio. So these are people that Amazon is paying their mortgage to, is PLD. So we come back over to this chart right here. We're going to type in ticker symbol PLD, and we're going to take a look at their dividends. So we're taking a look at PLD. They've been growing their dividends every single year for the last 11 years. That is a double-digit dividend growth year rate. So that means they're probably not going to cut their dividends anytime soon. If they was able to increase their dividends through a pandemic, right, for the last 11 years, and they be able to increase their dividends through this economy ain't the best, but they've been able to increase their dividends through this economy. And they also a quarterly paying dividend stock, and they have a 3.74% dividend yield. And right now they're at $108.02. Now I know that sounds kind of expensive, but remember, you could always buy fractional shares. If you wanted to just buy $20 a week inside of PLD, you could buy $20 a week inside of PLD and get fractional shares of it until you build up your portfolio. And the ultimate goal, this is the ultimate goal, guys, is for you to get to a point to where you earn enough in dividends to where when you get your dividend payments, you can take that dividends and buy 1 full share PLD, or 1 full share of AGNC, or 1 full share of VICI. That is the ultimate goal, to where your dividends is now making the waterfall effect, the interest effect, to where the snowball effect, to where your dividends is now buying more shares for you completely free. So if we come back over to the charts, let's add PLD to our charts. I absolutely love this one. Anything having to do with Amazon that we could add to the list might be a great one. So we're going to update the chart. And as you guys can see, PLD actually is underperforming AGNC. Even though you have PLD with major companies in it like Amazon, it's still going to return you some great returns. You won't be at risk of them cutting their dividends. At one point, PLD was outperforming VIC and AGNC. It was this purple bar right here. Then it had a fall and continue to trade sideways for a while. So hopefully PLD can recover quickly very soon. All right, the next one have to do with the data center boom, and that's going to be ticker symbol EQX. Now EQIX, they own and operates interconnected data centers, which is crucial for cloud and internet infrastructure. So as we're heading into this AI industry boom, you're going to need these data centers, and who owns the land of these data centers? EQIX. Now, EQIX is positioned to grow alongside AI, cloud computing, and digital transformation. So as long as this AI boom continue to go, then EQIX might be the real estate REIT that we're looking for. So we come back over to Seeking Alpha, type in EQIX. Let's look at their dividend payments. Now we're scrolling down. EQIX is at $787. Remember what I said about buying fractional shares. You do not have to buy full shares of EQIX at the moment. You could buy fractional shares. So if we scroll down, you guys can see that they've been growing their dividends every single year for the last 9 years. And they have a dividend yield of 2.38%. And they pay out their dividends every single quarter. So if we come back over to our charts, let's EQIX to our charts. EQIX. Add this up and update our chart. EQIX is up 19%. So if we look at EQIX over the last 5 years, they're up just from the stock growth. And then when you add in their dividends, now they're up 19%. So yeah, the stock growth and the dividend payments can give you some consistent income. So right now, EQIX, and then it's PLD, and then it's AGNC, and then it's VICI. All right, the next one on this list is ticker symbol O, Realty Income. This is known as the monthly paying dividend stock because they pay out their dividends every single month, and they have had some amazing returns over the last 30 years because they have had a long and consistent dividend payments, payouts, whatever you want to call it. They've been increasing their dividend payments every single year. Let me just show you guys how long they've been increasing their dividends. But first of all, they invest inside of strong tenants like Walgreens, FedEx, Dollar General, 7-Eleven. Anything you could think of, ticker symbol O probably have them inside of their portfolio. So we come back over here. Let's type in ticker symbol O, scroll down, look at their dividends. They've been increasing their dividends every single year for the last 31 years. That they increased their dividends through a pandemic, a recession, a diverse economy. They found a way to increase their dividends every single year for the last 31 years. And they have a dividend yield of 5.1%. And they pay out their dividends every single month. And this is why so many people are so attracted to ticker symbol O, because they know that their dividends is not going to get cut anytime soon. Right now, they're dividend aristocrats. That means they're in the S&P 500, and they increase their dividends every single year for the last 25 years. In order to become dividend kings means they have to be in the S&P 500, increase their dividends every single year for the last 50 years. So expect them to hopefully increase their dividends for the next 20 years so that they can become dividend kings. So we come back over to our chart. Let's type in ticker symbol O on our charts and see how they have performed with their growth and with their dividend payments. Let's update the chart. And as you guys can see, ticker symbol O is up 26%, moving them into, let's scroll down, into, fourth place. All right, and then the last real estate REIT is owned by Vanguard. And, you know, Vanguard got money. They got money and they perform pretty well, right? So the last one on this list is ticker symbol VNQ, which is Vanguard Real Estate ETF. So that means they got a lot of different portfolios inside of their ETF, and it offers a broad exposure to the U.S. real estate sector through a single investment. That means you just buy this ETF and you got real estate all across the country inside your portfolio. This is great for investors that's seeking a little bit of passive income and dividend income through REITs diversification. So if you're not sure which REITs to pick, is it going to perform really good? Is it going to perform really bad? How is it going to perform in this economy? Let Vanguard do it for you. Ticker symbol VNQ. So let's go ahead and pull that up right quick. We're going to type in VNQ. And right now they're at $90.02. We scroll down to their dividends. They have not been increasing their dividends every single year. but they are a quarterly paying dividend stock, and they have a 3.85% dividend yield. So we come over to our charts. Let's type in our last one and see how this ranks amongst all of them. VNQ, update the chart, and there it goes. VNQ is up 36%, moving them into third place. So overall, first place is going to be VCI. Remember, that is they've been performing pretty good for the last 5 years because of, you know, gambling and people getting back outside from the pandemic. So this is the first place, VIC. Second place is AGNC. Third place is VNQ. Fourth place is ticker symbol O. No, fourth place is PLD. Fifth place is ticker symbol O, and then sixth place is EQIX. So there we go, guys. That is the top 6 real estate REITs that I'm bringing you guys. Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comment section. If you made it to the end of this video, remember, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to take advantage, because after the 50% off is over with on the Patreon, it's not coming back. So make sure you take advantage of that. Scroll over to the Patreon right here. You guys can see that it's just $6. You get access to my pro traders, my courses, me, everything for $6. I can't believe I'm doing it. And if you do want to be a part of the Zoom calls where we learn the wheel strategy, make sure that you check out the Dream Team. In fact, you can make it even cheaper by paying annually, and then you'll be a part of a community that make passive income selling options other than buying options. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's all I have to bring you guys to. Let me know which one is your favorite real estate REIT down in the comment section. But other than that, guys, Zeke bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.